Hey, what's going on? It's Instructor Mike. All right, you can follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike. Follow me on Instagram at Yes Mike Said It, and subscribe to this YouTube page, Instructor Mike. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for notifications. All right, so you probably seen my last video, and if not, I'll put the link in the description of this video about malfunctions clearance. You've got your type 1 malfunction, which is your failure to fire, your type 2, which is your failure to eject, and your type 3, which is a double feed malfunction. I'll put the link that explains all that, okay? Purpose of this video is to actually enforce or reinforce the skills that you need to actually be able to effectively clear type 1 and type 2 malfunctions as well as type 3 malfunctions. This video is going to focus on type 1 and type 2 since the same procedure is the same. Tap the magazine, rack the slide to eject the bad round, insert a new round into the chamber, assess the situation to see if the deadly threat is still a deadly threat, and press the trigger if necessary, okay? So, we're going to go ahead and use, again, Glock, Model 19. You can use a Model 19, 17, whatever firearm you have, okay? But you can use that firearm, and we want to make sure that we follow the 3 basic firearm safety rules, which is assume every firearm is loaded. Point that firearm in a safe
direction.
And keep your finger off of the
trigger.
Absolutely, okay? No magazine in the well, good. No round in the chamber, okay? We are not using any live ammunition. We're using snap caps in here. Snap caps are rounds that actually are shaped like actual rounds, but they are not actual rounds of ammunition because while you do have the shape, the primer is not live and there's no explosive composite in that primer. There's actually no powder inside of this, okay? So it allows you to be able to use your firearm without having to worry about damaging the firing pin, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and insert these snap caps in, and they have various brands, but I tend to like the metallic ones, the A-Zoom ones, okay? Make sure you check your local firearm and gun shop retailer to get those snap caps, okay? We're gonna have 4 magazines. Now, tap the magazine, rack the slide to remove the bad round and insert a new round. Assess the situation to see if a deadly threat is still deadly, and then press the trigger. This is perhaps one of the most easiest malfunctions to actually clear. And I suggest that you get maybe 4 magazines of at least 8 to 10 rounds per magazine, okay? So we're gonna go on ahead and practice. Now make sure that you're pointing this firearm in a safe location, okay? Now insert the magazine, okay, and go on ahead and release the slide. Now, in doing so, I'm gonna demonstrate it. Here we go. You get a click and no boom, okay? That's typically the symptom of a failure to fire, okay? The correct malfunctions procedure is tap the magazine, and you want to tap it forcefully. You tap it to make sure that the magazine with the rounds is seated in the actual firearm. Make sure that you're looking in the direction of the threat. You don't have to look at the gun. Look in the direction of the threat, which means you are assessing while you're racking. That takes away that extra time that you would need to be able to stop that threat, because sometimes the press of that trigger may be enough to make that person say, all right, I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore, all right? I don't want to shoot. I'm gone. I'm running away. Whatever the case might have been. It could have been a flash before their eyes. But let's just assume that's not happening. You tap the magazine, rack the slide, and you're assessing while you're racking that slide to see if the deadly threat is still deadly, and if so, press. Here we go. Notice I'm not chasing after any of these caps that are falling on the ground. Mag out, mag in. Mag out, mag in. All right, so you are reinforcing the tap, rack, assess, if necessary, press, okay? Again, 4 mags, 8 to 10 rounds. And we're gonna go on ahead and demonstrate that with my students just a little bit later. This is Instructor Mike, and you've been trained. Follow me on Facebook at Mike Brown or Instructor Mike. Follow me on Instagram at Yes Mike Said It. Subscribe to this YouTube page by hitting the subscribe button and hitting the bell for notifications. I'll see you at the range. Make sure you're in somebody's concealed carry course. It's nobody's job to protect you but you.